What's going on, everybody? Larry here. Mr. World was a bodybuilding competition back in the 70s and 80s that was very, very popular. In fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger won that show and eventually turned it into the Arnold Classic. Now, one winner, or at least one competitor, I believe, was from California. His name was Craig Monson. So if you don't know who Craig Monson is, I invite you to Google him. Simply a massive individual that inspired quite a few people, including C.T. Fletcher. So we're going to do a chest workout model after his programming. Again, more old school programming. Yes, you will have redundancy. We'll deal with it. But look forward to a great session. Rough estimate about 30 sets for chest, and we'll just talk our way through it. So without further ado, let's go. Get the chest good and warm. Do some flies, about 4 sets here. And then we'll get into some heavy pressing. Good and warm now. Oh, we rocking and rolling. For us older guys and gals, bar work becomes a bit of an inconvenience after a while. So what do? Well, plate loaded stuff, right? Keeps us locked in a groove, keeps us moving in a good direction, and pretty much helps us stay injury free, which is the name of the game always, but definitely after 40. So for all you young guys listening, this is not an excuse for you to get rid of bar work. In fact, you need to lean into bar work. You can't handle 315, 405 on an incline press. You should probably limit your work on this, in my opinion. However, when you get up there in age, wear and tear comes, just years of working in the gym, this is your friend. So 5 sets here, working up to some heavy weight, and we'll keep it moving. Oh, God, okay. Mr. Munson's routine calls for flat bench press. I don't bar bench press anymore. I just don't. Not something I'm interested in doing that much. So omitted that exercise and just went straight to the flat dumbbell press. Now, I could follow this up with some Arsenal flat strength presses, but that's super similar to dumbbell press. So it was just better for me to just get rid of the bench press altogether. With this, I'm not interested in handling a ton of weight. He calls for 5 to 8 reps, or what he did was 5 to 8 reps. I'm not doing that. The lowest I'd like to go is 8. But with the accumulating volume and fatigue, we'll see what ends up happening. But the lowest I like to go is 8. So we'll see. At this point in the session, now I'm just trying to get through and end with a massive pump. So with that being said, these are not going to be very heavy. They're 85, same as my back offset for the flat ones. But I'm going to fight through about 5 sets of these, 4 to 5 sets of these. And I'm going to keep the rest periods pretty low. Now, with that being said, again, just trying to end off on a massive pump because I have this, and then I have some Arsenal Incline Fly, and I'm shooting for those in the double digits as well, another 4 to 5 sets, and that'll complete the chest work. So, again, old school programs are great, and I love them, and they just motivate me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the Puritan in me, or the purist in me, as far as bodybuilding goes. Harkens back to a time of just raw intensity and a true love. Excuse me. Harkens back to a time of just pure intensity and true love. But with that being said, you do have to adjust a lot of this stuff. Again, a lot of redundancy, but that's based on the equipment that they had at the time. And you have the advantage of having a lot more advanced equipment. So. Oh, God. Oh. Gas valve.